I'm Shane.
I'm Bo.
We are your Kentucky Fried Critics.
It's a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. Put up your lights and crash out on your family. All this other fun stuff we all know.
Well, and again, like, this especially is the most fitting one for that song because even though for us, we are so far away from Christmas.
Yeah.
Me and Bo are ahead, and I'm proud of the fact that we're ahead, but it feels weird.
We've stuck to our pre-recording schedule, and I'm happy for us.
Me
Usually
too.
we fuck that up somehow.
But I feel very weird to be sitting here as early as we are and know that this is the episode that will be playing as close to Christmas as possible.
A little behind the scenes, like my mom literally just pulled her tree out.
You see what I'm saying?
It's not even up. It's just out. Like the box is in the living room.
Just a little perspective for everybody at home.
It's not time yet.
So yeah,
but it is time as you're listening.
For everyone at home, it's time. So enjoy Christmas.
Wibbly wobbly.
Yeah, exactly.
It's more like a rug, really.
But so yeah, we have had a fun month full of Christmas movies, and we are here to close it out with one that we have dropped references to, we have talked about, we have mentioned the writer, we have mentioned the fact that he writes a lot of Christmas movies. We have done all of these things, but we have not talked about this movie, which is also insane, just like it was for his last one, for our last reference to it. This is Christmas Vacation, written by John Hughes. Just like Home Alone. Because the man knows how to write a holiday movie.
Yeah, he does.
You will definitely, again, as we mentioned like 2 episodes ago, you'll hear us mention him plenty more because we have plenty
It's been the month of John Hughes, hasn't it? Like, I think we mentioned him like
even
from
in
the start of December.
Even in episodes that weren't
about him,
we've said something. John Hughes is the man.
We love John Hughes. He's the best writer of the 90s and late 80s.
Most of the 80s.
Yeah.
Most of the 80s.
Did he do anything in the 70s?
No.
No?
I don't think so. Well, he wrote for National Lampoon.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The whole point of bring it back to where we are.
But so again, though, we will have tons more John Hughes because we've barely tapped the Brat Pack. We've not covered his non-Brat Pack 80s movies. We've definitely not tapped anything in the 90s outside of Home Alone and Dutch.
Yeah.
We've
got more to do.
Like we joked before, if we wanted to, we could probably make a whole season out of John Hughes. At least like a mini section of the season.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like,
because he wrote, directed, produced. He's had a hand. He had his own like film company at one point.
He's had a hand in a lot of movies and a lot of ones that people don't know and they should know about. And
that's why we do this.
We're not really here to educate you people, but at the same time, if we can, it
always helps.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to turn down an opportunity to say this is a movie I feel like people should see.
Okay. I thought you were going to be like, I'll never turn down an opportunity to look smart.
No, I'm not going there.
No, that's me, dude. I'm like, I get to look like I'm not stupid for 5 seconds. Sweet.
I just want to turn people on to movies that maybe they haven't found. Like, again, like that's why it's always fun for me.
He's less selfish than me, obviously.
That's why it's always fun for me when I find the ones that you haven't seen because I know that also, because you've seen a decent number of like movies that other regular moviegoers might not have seen.
I watch crap though.
But so when I find ones that you haven't seen, it tickles me because I'm like, oh, that means that we're probably going to be telling this to a lot of people who don't know about it. Or like tickling that nostalgia part of somebody's brain.
I remember that movie. Yeah.
But I've not thought about it
since
in 20
I was
years.
9 years old.
And so, yeah, I love when we come up with something like again, like the Mother Goose Rockin' Rhymes. Again, that episode.
That movie was fun.
It was fun. And the episode hasn't done super well, but the shorts that have come from it and the number of people who have like just heard like reference to some of the songs and been like, oh my God.
Like, oh fuck.
I know
memory unlocked.
That's worth it to me to know that like first that there's somebody out there who had literally forgotten that movie. And then when they heard me talk about it, they were like,
they were listening to us like as they went to sleep and they drifted off into dreamland and then
woke up thinking,
snapped awake at like 1 o'clock in the morning like, oh my God, I've seen that. And then immediately went to go watch.
I would like to believe.
Was that one of the ones that was hard to find? Did we have to
That one was a Internet Archive. Shh. I don't know why we act like it's a well-kept secret.
I feel like if we talk about it too much, they'll like get rid of it.
Well, I feel
somebody will go and like shut it down,
or at least some of those videos,
yeah,
right?
Something. They'll be like, "Wait, what? Somebody's doing what now?"
And so I am a little tight-lipped sometimes when that's where our source is, but I also want people to find those things
because thumb of the nose.
Well, because especially like that one.
Yeah, because where the fuck
to
else
find a watchable
unless
quality?
You had the VHS that you bought through the like 800 number that you called in the 90s, that doesn't exist anywhere.
Yeah. I just realized we should circle
We
back.
should not. We've already done.
How far away are we? That's okay.
We're already having fun. That's all that matters.
Christmas is a fun time, and we're here for fun, guys.
And I like Shelley Duvall. She's good.
But so back to Christmas Vacation. As we already well, actually, we don't even need to do that. But what beer are we drinking?
Oh, yeah. We are drinking Rhinegeist Dad.
Well, read it for us.
Do you want me to read it?
Read it.
There's the thing on the back. All right. Hi, Thirsty. I'm Dad. This holiday, this happy red ale supports the robust malt bill as a ample and snug as well as warm flannel. Throwing on a pair of oversized sneakers that break all known fashion laws. Dad mows acres of dank, piney hops and uphill both ways in the snow. Keep it up. I'll turn this can around. What the fuck?
If that's not the most
dad joke shit ever.
Dad joke
that they took the time to print on the can.
And very Clark Griswold.
Because he like waxes poetic about Christmas through this movie. Like, the winter breeze blowing through into the tree and merry sunshine Christmas wishes and all whatever the fuck he says.
And he's of the age to do the uphills both ways.
Yeah.
He's of the age to be doing the mowing like this. Like, again, if this man did his lights like that, this man mowed like it was his job.
If we fast forward to summer, dude, Clark Griswold is the lawn dad.
Yeah.
He's like competing with all the neighbors to have the best lawn. He's out there with a ruler. It's exactly 3/4 of an inch long.
And so this was one of those beers where we saw that and we felt, because it is still the holiday. We got it's Rhinegeist.
And it's got like the flannel pattern on
the
can.
The description of the beer is Hoppy Holiday Ale.
Yeah, see, there you go. Oh, I didn't even see that down at the bottom of the can.
Hoppy Holiday. So again,
I thought you pulled that off the website.
No.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It is
see, no, they covered all their shit on this can.
This is a holiday beer. And when we saw that, Dad... And we knew we hadn't done Christmas Vacation, and it feels very Clark.
Yeah.
We knew that we had to do this.
This is what he's drinking when no one else is looking. After all this shit in the movie's over, Clark is just like in the back in the garage with a Rhinegeist, being like, Eddie. Yeah, because he's going to be there for like a month, right?
He's just he's like, oh, I've accepted my fate.
We're dads, Eddie.
I do enjoy this. This is not Christmas.
Oh my God.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas. The best way, as in I want to be drunk on, well, not drunk.
I want to
have a few drinks on Christmas. I want to
feel good on Christmas.
And this is the kind of beer I can do that without being like, man, they didn't need to do that cinnamon that strong.
It's starting to hurt my stomach. There's so much spices and shit. It's just a beer.
It's good.
It's like what, like an amber lager, right?
I think so. I'll tell you right now, it's Hoppy Holiday fun.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's all I need. This might be my favorite one this month.
So on to the movie though, as we've already said. We said Christmas Vacation. We didn't say National Lampoon. Not that has to be said. You know what movie we're talking about. But National Lampoon needs the credit here. As we said, John Hughes used to write for him. I don't know if you know this, but I want to say he wrote all of the first three.
Yeah.
The big
trilogy.
The real vacation movies. Because Vegas Vacation doesn't have
that.
Count. Well, he didn't write it.
That one.
And it doesn't have that National Lampoon stamp on it.
That's why it's like
so it doesn't count.
The unwanted
stepchild. So of the National Lampoon ones, Hughes wrote all of them, or at least had a big hand in writing all of them, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't know if you know this, but the story for this one, like, so the other ones, I want to say, like, he had maybe written the story and they weren't like he had wrote the story but knew it was going to make a great movie, right? Like, so like he had wrote a story for National Lampoon and he knew it was going to be great for Vacation.
Yeah.
Okay.
National Lampoon used to be a magazine, right?
Yeah. Well, I think it might still be a magazine.
Oh.
Or maybe not. If Mad, because I think
Web
Mad
magazine,
Well, I think
maybe?
Mad Magazine is dead. So I would imagine if Mad's
yeah, I know. I heard
gone-
about that.
Yeah, I
That
think
made
if
me
Mad's
sad.
gone, there's no way National Lampoon's still going, because National Lampoon was like the smaller scale Mad.
Of Mad, yeah.
Right. You know what I mean?
I loved Mad TV though. We need to do an episode on Mad TV.
So this story, though, unlike the first one, was one where he didn't intend this one to be like a Griswold story. He didn't intend this. This was people loved the first one. People loved the second one.
Kind of.
I mean, they still loved
Less
it.
than
The first one, but they still loved it. Loved it enough that people were like,
Where's the third
where's
one?
more? That he was like, well, I'll only make another one if I can find a story that's good enough to tell.
Yeah.
And then he went back through his National Lampoon stuff and found one. So this was originally a National Lampoon story that he had written called Christmas 59. Does that sound familiar
yeah,
to you?
like
the box
the
in
box
the attic.
in the attic.
That's
yeah.
why that's
with the
there.
home movies.
That's why that's there.
That's
It was
awesome.
a reference to where the story came from.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so this was all from his original, like he had written this and he was just like, well, I think I can work that into a Griswold family story.
Yeah.
And he did.
Oh yeah, no, this is
this
is the best one.
I
It's
love
usually
this.
weird for the third one, right?
Well,
I don't know. Jedi's pretty badass. Oh, Return of the King too. Never mind. I retract the statement.
I've watched this one more than all of them. I don't know if that actually means it's the best one.
Yeah, I feel like that's true for me too. Like I've watched this one way more.
I think that's just because it's a
Christmas
holiday
movie?
movie, and so it has a very clear time of year to put on. I feel like it's more that and less that it's maybe the best one. Because Vacation is, dude, like the original one's great. There's a reason they decided to keep going.
Yeah.
But that being said,
we
I
need
will
to
agree
watch
with
the
you.
rest of them.
Yeah, no. Well, again, the idea of the loose end seasons is
Yeah.
to wrap up loose ends. Maybe sometimes that means we make the new ones to wrap up. We've already done this. Like we've
Yeah,
mentioned
we've
movies
done-
where
I
we've been
think
like,
we've done
we'll
this,
do
like,
that
twice.
more this season. Ernest, we were like,
Yeah.
more the rest of the season. We'll do some Ernest. So even this Christmas, we've
had
done
a
that
beer
exact
called
thing.
like Jailbreak or something, so we can do Ernest Goes to Jail.
Well, dude, and look, like for this, all we need is like, it's Wally World, right? In the first one, does Walmart sponsor a beer? We just have to.
Walmart has their own the Great Value beer.
I don't think they do.
I'd try
but
it.
If they did,
If it was
it would
like
be-
$3 for a 6-pack, I'd try
look,
it.
If they did, it would be episode appropriate. That's
yeah, it
all I'm
would. It'd
saying.
be great because they go to Walmart in this movie.
Well, they go to
When-
Wally World. It's not Walmart, but it's just what a lot of people
Yeah.
call Walmart. Fans, let us know. Is that normal?
did that
Is that a
happen?
very well?
Is
Is
that
that a
just
very
here?
local, colloquial?
Yeah,
Oh,
there
like
you
the
go.
big words there. Name for Walmart? Is that not outside of our little area here? Because I definitely know I grew up. The reason your dad used it
It's 'cause-
to you is because it's a thing here.
yeah,
I grew up
everybody
hearing
else.
it from everyone.
That
Tons of
first
people
time
said
you
it.
hear it, man, as a little kid, you think you're going to like, Kentucky Kingdom or like some kind of amusement park you've never fucking heard of.
All right, we're definitely having too much fun. We need to circle back again.
Oh yeah, we do.
Not that this one, at least unlike the last one, is tangentially connected.
Connected because they go
Wally
to Walmart.
World, First Vacation. We're talking about Christmas Vacation. You can get there, but it's still
Little
not
kids.
Christmas Vacation. We should get back to Christmas Vacation. We've already mentioned John Hughes.
Who's in
again.
it?
Well, I want to mention the director
Oh,
for a couple of reasons.
John
one,
Hughes didn't direct this one.
well, one, to give to props to the director, but then two, to mention some of the things, to circle back to literally things we've said. This is what's crazy about doing a John Hughes Christmas movie that came out 1 year before the last John Hughes Christmas movie we did. Things connect back to.
Imagine that. It's almost like he was working on shit at the same time.
It's weird. But so the director for this one is Jeremiah S. Chechik. Literally, this man has directed on IMDb 3 things. One of them was a show, and it was Gossip Girl, and he did multiple episodes of Gossip Girl. But that's not important.
Not my shit. So.
Well, that's not important. That's not what I was going to mention. Of the 3, though, so that's 1. This is 2, and then 3 is Benny and June, the Johnny Depp movie. Have you ever seen that?
No, I've never seen that one.
It's like a 92 or 94. I don't know. It's a early Johnny Depp. It's like it's kind of a romance movie, but it's not. You have seen references to it in TV shows, and you just didn't know it. Do you know like the Simpsons thing where like Homer goes into the restaurant and he shoves the forks in the 2 bread rolls and he does the little dance?
Yeah.
That is Benny and June. That scene is Johnny Depp in Benny and June. That is not a Simpsons original.
No, they do that in American Dad, and like a bunch. I think Futurama does it too. Like
that makes sense. Shit. That's a lot of Matt Groening things. Like
yeah, I know
but that's Benny and June. That's a movie. Nice. It's a weird love story, but it's about 2 different people who are mentally unstable. Like they both have their own things going on, Benny and June, and they're both different things that are going on, but they find each other, they love each other. It's a whole thing.
Oh yeah, happy.
It's a fun story. You should watch it. Like it's not a romance where I'm like, it's a romance. Like
it's not The Notebook.
No. It is a weird with lots. So like she has a caretaker. So there's like this whole. There's also
so she's super crazy.
No, not really. It's just like think about a time where like if someone goes to a place because they said they're mentally unwell. Sometimes when you get checked out, they have to. They say like we still need someone to make sure they're okay.
Periodically, be like, "You good?"
You know the word I'm trying to say that they might be. And so they might. I'm not. We don't want to get demonetized. So there's a word here. We all know it. They might be. When you're mentally unwell, there's a thing you might be. And so she might have been. And so she had it wouldn't be a rainbow because it's not a happy thing. I don't know why I keep doing the rainbow. I was laughing.
I was like, it's like the rainbow thing. Imagination.
So, but again, she needed a caretaker, not necessarily because she was like, that this isn't the other sister. Okay, let's say it that way. I'm trying to do this PC, but stay in our realm, wheelhouse. I like that you get it. So she doesn't need a caretaker for those reasons.
There you go.
She is mentally stable enough she could live on her own, but the hospital recommends that maybe
somebody
she has
check on her. Yeah, I get it.
So there is a brother who is just involved in this story. So that's what I'm saying. It's not like a romance. There's this weird dynamic of a story.
It's one of those weird artsy movies where they end up together at the end.
It's a weird movie.
All right,
period.
there you go.
We'll leave it there. Dude.
I like
you should definitely
movies.
see it.
No, I like weird movies.
Well, and it's Johnny Depp. I
love Johnny Depp, so
you'll like it. Dude. Well, and again, you've already said, you know the references.
Yeah, and I get the references, so I'm gonna pop for them when I see it.
All right, we should get again. I keep saying we should be on track.
We're way off.
Well, but this is at least the same director, and he's only directed 3 things.
3 things. So I feel like it's totally appropriate. We shout that out. Go watch the other shit the guy's done.
So again, now for the fun tie back to a couple episodes ago when we did Home Alone, I mentioned that literally John Hughes wanted Chris Columbus to do that movie, but it was because he had wanted him to do another movie. Like they knew each other, and he was like,
"Bro, you'll be perfect."
This was when Columbus was transitioning from writing, because again, like we had mentioned, he wrote Gremlins and he wrote some other stuff, into directing. And so like John Hughes was just like, look, dude, I'm a guy who does all of it. So if you want to, I'll help you facilitate that jump.
Buddy. We'll throw you over the fence.
Yeah, he was like, I'll facilitate that jump if that's what you're wanting to do, right? And so he was like, and I had mentioned for Home Alone, I was like, so Chris Columbus didn't do it. And he said it was because of an actor. But I had said, like, when you look at Home Alone trivia, nothing says anything about the actor.
Yeah.
They just mention this movie. And they say he chose not to do it because of an actor. Me and Bo made the joke then. It was probably Chevy Chase. It was Chevy Chase.
So you have like confirmed, like it's
Yeah, oh, yeah, no.
Oh fuck.
Chris
Is there a
Columbus
story?
Chris Columbus is on record with like crazy amounts of information about it.
Holy
Like he
shit.
like the IMDb, and then I looked at other places, but the IMDb, you know, like normally when you look at trivia for IMDb, it's like a sentence, 2 sentences.
Yeah.
This was like
Paragraph.
half the computer page
Oh my god.
about him talking about why he didn't want to do this movie. And it's on again. This is
just
all,
a big long promo. I fuck Chevy Chase, that son of a bitch.
dude. Basically, he was like, we had a dinner together, or no, the first one wasn't even dinner. He had a meeting with Chevy Chase, which again means that somebody most likely told Chevy, "Hey, you're meeting with the guy who's gonna direct." You know, again, he didn't go in. Not you can't have a meeting.
Yeah,
like
and not
that,
know
and
who the
not
fuck
know-
you're talking to.
So apparently they sat there with Chris Columbus talking to Chevy for like 30 minutes. And like, again, like he said, he started the conversation with like, oh yeah, I saw the original. I know the character. I love the character. And this story that John gave to me, the way I would envision it is like this. And I'm picturing that we're going to do this, and that Clark's going to be here, and that we might do this for this scene. We might do this. So again,
like he had ideas.
30 to 45 minutes into that kind of conversation with no remarks. Like Chevy Chase is silent, just kind of like watching Chris Columbus say these things to him.
You just look at him and be like, yeah, I'm not doing any of that. Fuck
no,
that.
worse, dude. Chevy Chase just looks at him and goes, so are you the director?
Oh my god. I would have punched him in the face.
And then it gets worse, dude. So then Chris said to him, like, well, yeah,
Of course.
yeah.
Why the fuck do you think I've been talking to you like this for 45 minutes?
And then Chevy's response to him was, oh, I thought you were a drummer.
The fuck?
And then left. Here's the thing. When you look the trivia up, you know, like when I was digging into it, you know, Chris Columbus, I don't know if he's still to this. Someone is probably by now told him this. But like when he's on record for saying this interview about this stuff, he still didn't know this next part. But apparently, Chevy might have been making an obscenely obscure joke about an actual studio session drummer whose name was Chris Columbus. But when Chris Columbus said this to an interview that asked him about why he wasn't involved,
know that already.
He did not know that, and he would. So again, at that
even
point,
more baffling to him.
so for maybe 20 years of his life,
it's like, what drummer?
he felt well. And again, I'm here to say it doesn't even matter that he didn't get the reference. Getting the reference makes it worse.
Yeah,
Because again, it was already. That's like insult comics. That's 70s style insult comic. That's not even like good insult comic. That's 70s. Like, I'm going to take the cheap shot and pretend like you're a nobody.
Which Chevy Chase was a stand-up comic in the 70s, so that makes sense. Maybe that's exactly what
But
he
again,
was
let's
doing.
remember, like, I want to point out to you, by this point, Chris Columbus is already the writer of Gremlins.
Yeah, so he should be known in the industry.
There is no need for that level of response.
No, I guarantee you, this Chris Columbus was bigger than the session drummer.
This Chris Columbus had directed Adventures in Babysitting. Again,
yeah,
not
so
big.
no, so that's even that's even worse.
Not big to Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase is just being an asshole.
100%. That's the point of all of this. So again, Chris Columbus was like, I'm done. Fuck that guy. I'm not. But it went further.
It gets worse?
John Hughes said, dude, listen to me. He's not as bad as you think. I'm going to take you to dinner. All of us together.
Yeah, they're like friends,
I'll
right?
facilitate that. Well, they'd worked twice together
they've
at
done
least.
shit together.
And so he's like, well, again, like, you know, National Lampoon, SNL, like all of that stuff was very like close together back in the day.
Yeah.
And so like, you know, it was fringe comedy back in the day. And so he's like,
I saw the movie.
He was like, listen to me. You just maybe things were, the wires got crossed.
Yeah. Like
I'll fix this. Okay.
Bad footing, right?
And so they go to fix it, and literally they go out to a dinner where essentially it was just like Chevy Chase and John Hughes, like just like kissing each other's asses.
Just sitting there blowing each other.
Like,
oh, you're so great. Oh, remember that movie you were in?
You
were
remember
so
when we
great.
did Vacation? Do you remember when you said this on the set of Vacation?
Remember those hookers we picked up in Panama?
Well, I don't know about all that.
I mean,
That definitely sounds
it was
like...
the 80s, man.
Well, it sounds very Chevy Chase, but I don't know if...
Supposedly.
Supposedly. Thank you. Thank you. But I definitely don't want to put that on John Hughes. I appreciate the man
No,
too
I
much.
like John Hughes.
Yeah. So I don't want to put that on
Chevy
him.
Chase, every time I hear more shit, I'm like, God damn.
It's worse than the last time.
How did he... No, my thing. How did he hide being this much of an asshole until like 2010?
Wait, though. Listen to me. So, further addendums to the director, I got to tell you, though. He... As much as we think of him as this asshole, because now we've got the Community references from Dan Harmon. We know other things like this from Columbus and like other people. But at the same time, I want to tell you, this man does more to plug people he works with in Hollywood to get them more work than anybody. I've never read about other people doing this as much as him. For this movie alone, when they couldn't get Columbus, because, and again, I'm sure nobody told him it was because of him, but when they couldn't get Columbus, they went to John Hughes, and John Hughes was just busy. He was working on Uncle Buck, and so he was like, I can't. He's like, look, I wrote the movie for you. I can't do all of it, right? Like, you got to find somebody else.
Come on, man, you got to do some of it.
So then at that point,
you may pop the popcorn too.
At that point, Chevy Chase was like, wait a minute, I've worked with somebody. I worked with this director from Funny Farm. He was great. One of the best directors I've ever worked with. So then they contacted him, but that guy was just busy. Oh, no, that guy quit directing.
Oh, he quit?
Yeah. Sorry, not busy. Quit directing. He was probably busy with something, not directing.
I'm building my model ships. Leave me alone.
But so, like, Chevy Chase tried to get that person a job, right? Well, then it turns out, for this movie, they were going to have the same person who wrote Holiday Road write a new song, but that guy turned it down. This is all I don't need to say this, but I'm trying to set up a thing.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
So when that person turned it down, they hired this woman. I should have wrote her name down, but I mean, I did cursory notes.
I feel you. I forget to write shit down.
But so she wrote the music for this one, or picked the soundtrack. And I don't really know how all of that works. Sometimes
orchestrated it,
because sometimes they pick
compiled.
Songs. Yeah, sometimes they pick songs.
Yeah, because there's like some
songs.
actual Christmas songs in here.
But so the woman who was involved with this, she had to have composed some of it. So she did such a good job on this one that when he was working on Memoirs of Invisible Man,
I don't think I've seen that.
That's absurd. It's a horrible movie, but it's absurd you've not seen it. It was one of the most digitally advanced movies to ever come out when it came out. Like, obviously today it's nothing. Yeah. But like when it came out, the effects that were used in it to make him the Invisible Man were like
state of the art.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's a horrible movie, but you should watch it.
Write that down.
But so the woman I got more to go though. So it's not even important.
You go, I'm writing.
Well, it's not important that she did the music for for Memoirs of Invisible Man, but because of that, I think John Carpenter was involved in that. I don't know if he was the director, but something, right? Maybe producer. I can't remember.
Yeah.
This is why I should do better research. But so John Carpenter was involved in that. And because of working with her for the music in that movie, he also then used her for Escape from LA, the second one, not New York.
I still like that one. It's not as good as New York, but
the music, we're talking about the music. We're not talking about the movie. We're not talking about the movie. But so I'm just saying, like, because of Chevy Chase and the way so again, like, it's weird. He's a dickhead. People hate him, but he's also so nice and trying to give people legs up in the industry.
It's how he validates his being a dick on set. He's nice anywhere else.
Well, it's probably how he got around being that way so long.
Yeah,
because
probably.
When we didn't care, like, the problem is that today we care about the inside of Hollywood.
Yeah.
In the 90s, we didn't care, right? So as long as he was making enough people happy to balance out the people he was pissing off, nobody was going to care.
That's why it took 30 years for us to figure out that he was an asshole.
As soon as we started having, like, Entertainment Tonight and shit telling us
I liked
the story.
Entertainment Tonight. I was just thinking about that show the other day.
But as soon as we got to that, like, level of celebrity care, that's when it was like, oh, well, it doesn't matter that he's nice to some people in the industry.
He is terrible to work with.
He's a terrible human being. And
I
people
can't wait till we get to like Three Amigos. I want to hear like stories of like Martin Short being like, Fuck that guy.
All right. On that note, guys, we just need to pull it back. For real, for real. So
all over
far,
the
we
place.
have spent a lot of time talking about a lot of things.
John
and-
Hughes and Chris Columbus, I think, and how much of a dick Chevy Chase is.
But we have not actually talked about the people in the movie. Outside, we've
I
said a few
I
names.
feel like we should.
Yeah, we've said a few names, but we've not gone into specifics. But because we've spent so much time meandering, understand that this might be a
conclusion.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase is a dick.
understand that this might be a faster wrap up than you're used to from us, even with the way we get sidetracked. Because I think at this point we both know we've been too sidetracked with how big this cast is.
There was a lot to cover.
Yeah.
For the first three people.
For the behind the scenes,
Yeah.
because normally our behind the scenes isn't a whole lot. Like at least it's
No, I
it's
love
spread
the-
out. There's a whole lot, but it's
I loved the
It's-
Chris Columbus fucking story. That was great. I'd never heard that before. Just firsthand, like, no, he's an asshole.
Yeah. But so now we'll get to our cast. We've already said Chevy Chase. He's Clark Griswold. Again, has been for 2 movies by the point this one came out, so it's not even a big deal.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase is the kind of big guy we don't need to talk about things he's been in.
He's so funny.
Everybody knows Chevy Chase. You either like him,
Yeah,
you don't
or
like
you don't
him.
like him.
Maybe
what-
you like him in media, but you hate him behind the scenes. But
That's
again,
fair.
and on that note, I don't think we need to say more about him because we might be influenced to start saying the negative things.
I mean,
We love him. He's been in a lot of
he's fucking hilarious, but just on the
look.
random off chance he sees this.
Well, look, I'm even gonna tell you right now. I love his the point where he did nothing but flops, which is basically from this movie.
Is he a man of the house?
No, that's the first one that wasn't.
Oh, really?
It's from
that
It's
point?
so funny that you said that. I was just about to say it. Literally, this movie was not a flop. Man of the House was not a flop. Every single movie he did in between. Again, I love them. We did a whole mini episode that was half about how much I love Nothing But Trouble. Nothing But Trouble is one of those movies that was a flop. Flop only in the means that it did not make
its money back.
And it might have in the long run, like streaming and all that.
Cult following and
but
all that.
when box op, we think of a flop if its box office in the first 2 weekends can't recoup what it was
what
used
the
to
cost
make
of
it.
making the movie was.
Then it's a flop. Even if it does make money in the long run, if it can't do it in those
Which I think
2
is
weeks.
a little bullshit. I mean, if a movie plays for like 6 months in theaters, like clearly people liked it.
Well, so far I have been on record as telling you should watch Nothing But Trouble. I've also been on the record as telling you should watch Memoirs of an Invisible Man. I think Cops and Robertsons might have been made in that era. Have you ever seen that one?
I feel like I've seen that one. What happens?
It's his family are the Robertsons, and cops have to live with him in a bid to watch the neighbor
Yeah, so they're
who
like
they think are
spying on
involved
the
in
neighbor,
crimes.
like
Yes.
across the street. And they have like all the surveillance.
Jack
shit.
Palance. I do believe
Yes!
it's Jack Palance, right?
Okay, yeah, I have seen this one.
Okay. It's a good movie.
Yeah, it is.
But it is in the flop era of Chevy
Aw,
Chase.
Really?
I love this era of Chevy Chase. I don't care what anybody says. It's probably because, again, I was like between the ages of 6 and like 12.
Right, like you were a kid.
And I don't know
That's why I still like Hulk Hogan.
They appeal to me
despite.
a lot.
Yeah.
And I love them. But yeah, so Chevy Chase, we need to stop. We need to stop.
We've
Next
done-
person.
Next person. Who else was in this goddamn movie?
So Ellen, his wife, is Beverly D'Angelo. Again, very famous. Definitely been in every
Everything.
vacation movie.
Yeah.
She's been his wife every time. That is worth pointing out because the next characters are not always the same. And so that's the kids.
they like change them out each movie, don't they?
Every
single
single movie. They are never the same actor.
What's his name? Shit, kid from Weird Science.
Anthony Michael.
Yes,
Hall. The
fuck.
kid from Weird Science.
Why did I forget his name?
I can't believe that that's how you just referenced him. The man still acts today.
I know.
And he was in the Breakfast Club.
I liked his TV show he did in the 2000s, The Dead Zone.
Dead Zone.
Yes, that was
Stephen
a
King
great.
story. It's
That was
good.
a great show. I can't believe I
he's been,
did that.
He was wasn't he one of the interim police chiefs on Psych?
Fuck, he was. Oh,
He was the guy who they hated, like they were rivals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Latimer was like
Yes.
suspended and shit.
No,
I'm upset. No, I'm madder at myself than
I
you
also-
ever could be at me, dude.
I also always bring up to you when we talk about Anthony Michael Hall, Johnny Be Good, the movie that he did with Robert Downey Jr. that you've not seen.
yeah,
He's
that
a
I've not
football
seen.
star. Yeah. So again, yeah, Anthony Michael Hall was the original Rusty. He was
Yeah,
who
it's
started
alright.
it.
Just ridicule me in the comments. It's fine.
But we also had different people playing the sister, different people playing Eddie's kids. Kids are always interchangeable.
Nobody pays attention to those things. And nobody likes kids.
Well, the big thing is they to them they decided to make it a joke. So most likely,
Oh, so they did it on purpose?
well, so it's not on record anywhere, but most likely what happened is between the first one and the second one, obviously what happens with kids is that the number of years they wanted, even though they probably didn't say how many years it was,
Yeah.
but the number of years they wanted people in their minds to believe had gone between the first and second movie didn't line up, right? The story they wanted to tell
Yeah.
didn't line up.
Kid's not 15.
Well, I think it like Anthony Michael Hall might not have been old enough, especially like we know what he looked young, like dumb young
In Breakfast
for a
Club,
for a
a
long
high
time.
school
Well, for a
student.
long time,
Yeah,
right?
forever.
And so like he might not have looked appropriate to be the guy who was going across Europe womanizing chicks in European Vacation as Rusty.
I don't know. It'd be funny though.
But so what we have here is just like once they realize, like behind the scenes, directors and writers and stuff, once they realize like the kids would be the hardest part to make consistent,
Yeah.
they said,
just
well,
have-
fuck consistency. And so literally, not only is it that it's different kids every time, the ages change every
They
time.
fluctuate. Like he like goes from older to younger.
Well, hair
They-
colors.
They switch like who's the oldest sibling
Yeah,
and back
well,
again.
Hair colors, dude. Like, again,
Oh,
we
yeah,
said
Anthony Michael Hall has like the like reddish blonde hair,
and was like slightly curly,
some freckles.
was definitely not Johnny Galecki, right?
I like Johnny.
I do
Galecki,
too,
though.
but again, they don't resemble each other. It's not even like you can look at this movie and be like, oh, this might just be an earlier point
yeah,
than the other movie. No.
it's a completely different person.
The kids are completely different. But the beauty here is that, again, same names. It's the Griswold family, but
I'm
the
probably
Griswold...
wrong. Johnny Galecki's like Polish, isn't he?
I can't remember.
I'm probably wrong.
No, but the name sounds...
Yeah, it does. I am wrong. I'm gonna retract that.
Again, the kicker here is just that, like, the idea there was they were like, look, if we can't get it right at all... So what I'll tell you is it's almost like the approach that, like, the Goldbergs TV show took to telling their story, right?
I liked that show.
It's that they knew things wouldn't line up perfectly, and so they would make sure to say it.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's from 1980 something, and we don't really remember. My memory might not be correct about this. And so, like, that's kind of the approach you would take to each vacation
to these
movie.
movies.
They're not, they are the Griswold family. And we should believe that they're stories from the
They're
Griswold
all
family.
being told from Clark Griswold when
When
like
he's too old.
90.
When he's too
like,
old.
"Well, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
exactly.
sure that my son was the oldest.
Exactly. It's when he's so old he can't
Yeah,
remember
red hair, right?
the details, and he's just kind of like making the stuff up as he goes.
I want that movie now. I want like the beginning to just be like old. Like we can even age him up to like super old. Fucking Chevy Chase just be like, I'm going to tell you the story.
But so on that note, this movie is literally probably the youngest Russ.
This is actually the first one, right?
Well, this is the youngest. Only Russ.
Continuity.
Well,
Like,
but
no, Russ is the important one. We got to stay with him.
No, because the daughter is in other
Fuck
movies.
her.
No, stop. That's what I'm saying. Like in other movies, again, it always changes. The kids aren't important at all. Don't make them more important. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't use them as your connection point because it's harder to use them. Your connection point is Clark.
Yeah, no, that's the only real one.
So like I was getting at though, the kids. Back to again, we keep.
This is my fault. I keep interrupting you.
Well, this is just a fun movie. Dude. Like it's so hard to get to because we're having fun talking about the things
About
related to the movie. Yeah. I don't think that's a problem. I think that's a good thing.
We mentioned Johnny.
Well, no, that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. We've actually mentioned both of them. We just haven't said who they were. So Johnny Galecki and Juliette Lewis are the kids. That's Russ, Rusty, whatever you want to call him. And then Audrey.
Oh, is that her name?
Yeah,
I never
Audrey.
caught her fucking name through the whole thing.
Well, see, again, this is you've watched this one too many times and not the other two.
Ah.
You would know her name better
if I watched
you watched
the
other
other
two.
ones. Okay.
So here. That's
I need to watch I need to watch fucking the first one and what's the other
European
one?
Vacation. And then Vegas Vacation is the later one.
No, fuck that one. We don't talk about
I know.
that one.
I'm just saying. But again, if you want to, there's still
it doesn't say National Lampoon.
There
it
is
doesn't
still
count.
a character named Audrey. That's all I'm getting at. That's all I was trying to say. But so again, my point to you, and that's what I kept trying to say when we got off track there, was that the kids are not as important as you want them to be, because again, you still are mainly making the connection to this one, but the kids are still wildly. If you would watch the other two more, Audrey still might be a name you might know more than Rusty. That's all I'm getting at.
Okay.
Because she plays a bigger part in some of them than others.
She's usually the more important one, right?
I don't know.
Like
if
Rusty's just kind of like
in the first one. I would say it's very evenly.
He just kind of like does funny bits, right?
In the first one, I would say it's very evenly split.
Yeah.
European Vacation is more Rusty. So
I feel like I've seen
which
that
means
one
by the time
once.
you get to this one, he does feel like
he's the one that's like, I'll go talk to Dad when he's crashing the fuck out.
So okay, now that we've gotten through the Griswold main family, let's do the rest of them really quick, okay? I'm gonna say maybe their names, and then we'll say like one thing that they're important for. Okay.
I'll try not to interrupt.
We got Clark Sr., that's John Randolph. Storied career. We're not really going to talk about him because, again, we're trying to move through the list, guys.
I've seen him before.
Know that he's famous. Know that we know he's famous, but we just need to keep going.
I've spent 45 minutes on fucking Clark. Let's go.
We've got Nora. That's the mom. That because so again, John Randolph is Clark Sr.
Yep.
Clark's dad. Nora is Clark's mom.
The nice ones.
Yes, the nice parents. That's Diane Ladd. Only thing I want to say about that is
that name
this
seems familiar.
Oh no, she's very famous. Again, much like Randolph, they're both very famous. We're just not going off on the detour. We can't. The detour I do want to mention because it's wild is that in this movie, Chevy Chase is 8 years older than Beverly D'Angelo playing his wife. Yeah. It's a reason. I mean, it's still. I mean,
it's a little weird.
It's a little weird, but it's reasonable.
Yeah, it's not.
Diane
Ladd.
Ladd
Picked her up when she was 12.
Diane Ladd is only 8 years older than Chevy Chase.
Oh, so she had him when she was 8 years old. Oh no!
Does this not give you a little bit of a perspective on like actors aging?
Yeah.
Prior to today and plastic surgery being normal in Hollywood,
she didn't. I mean, she looked older than Chevy
I've even
Chase.
got wait. So I'll skip ahead a few people in my list here, so that way I can mention another one that's just the same. So we have Lewis and Bethany, right? Our Uncle Lewis and Aunt Bethany, the really old people, right?
Yeah.
You think the really old people. You think. So Bethany was old. May Questel? I don't know how you pronounce that. It's with a Q.
Yeah, we'll get corrected, I'm sure.
She is the original voice of Betty Boop.
Oh, hey. Boop, boop, beep, doop.
She was 80-something, okay?
Makes sense.
All right.
Yeah.
Lewis, William Hickey, who we all know.
Yeah, you know that
He's
voice.
that guy. He talks like this. My brother. Let me tell. But this is probably one of the earliest times you might have seen him.
Why?
Because a lot of his stuff was sitcom related in the 90s that me and you know him
yeah,
from,
that we probably
right? Like the
watched.
Wings episode we both have mentioned that we know him from. Yeah. Again, we know him from very specific things.
Because we watched, we were raised by our TVs.
Yes. But what I'll tell you, though, is that in this movie, he was only 61. There was like a 20-year age difference between him and the woman playing Bethany, his wife. He has just looked
that
old
forever. Since the 70s, right? Like
crazy, dude. On that, we'll move on. We've got Ellen, his wife's parents, and so that's Art and Francis. E.G. Marshall, again, very big actors.
Francis
Francis is Doris Roberts. we have to stop because she's the mom and everybody loves Raymond.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was like, she's Raymond's mom. She was the reason to watch the show. And his dad. Like, fuck Raymond, dude. Like, his parents were the reason
and the
to watch
brother.
the show.
Everybody
and his brother.
but
Raymond.
So, okay, yeah. The show should have been
Everybody Hates Raymond.
On to keep going, because that's what we said we're committed to here. That's all of our main cast. Because our main cast is literally just all of the family that shows up to the house.
Yeah.
And we just covered all of that minus Randy Quaid. As Cousin Eddie.
Start 3 Wrong Quaid. Sorry.
Yeah, no, this is the okay. We forgot to.
No, this is the more fun Quaid.
No, listen to me. You're gonna appreciate this.
Okay.
So a couple of weeks ago we did Home Alone, and I totally forgot, and this is on me, to say out loud. I had said to you outside of recording, but in episode I was gonna say to you, because it's a fun joke that we have done a few times. I was gonna mention that we had Culkin the Younger, because we had Culkin the Elder, and then we had Kieran Culkin the Younger, and I forgot to say it in episode. But so now to you, to continue with the joke that I forgot to do last time, but now everybody gets to hear.
We got Quaid the Younger.
No, I'm not even going to go that way. You're going to appreciate this. We have Quaid the Lesser. Because again, that's a very true.
It's so true though.
It's a true to them statement and a true to how the Romans would have named them.
Yeah, it's totally.
They would have said the greater and the lesser.
And the lesser. Because, and considering like the past like 10 years of him that we won't mention, but go look at it.
Yeah. This man is a red string on a board type
guy.
Oh
my God, dude. Fuck. But I love Cousin Eddie.
I do too. But again, I knew you would appreciate that, and I wanted the people at home to know.
So Quaid the Lesser.
Quaid the Lesser
as Cousin Eddie.
From now on, that's what we will. Randy Quaid. When we do Independence Day, I will not say.
I forgot he was in that movie.
I will not say Randy Quaid when we get there.
The Lesser.
I will literally
forever.
I will just say, and when we finally do Inner Space, I will say Quaid the Greater.
Quaid the Great.
All right, okay.
Oh no, what's the baseball movie he's in? The Rookie or whatever?
Yes.
Dude, I love that.
Dennis Quaid's in a lot of good movies. We'll be able to cover plenty. All right.
That's why he's the greater.
Yeah,
exactly.
Moving forward, the only other person that we need to even mention, Brian Doyle Murray. Bill Murray's brother. Playing the boss. Playing Scrooge.
He totally is, though.
He is literally inhabiting the character his brother played in Scrooged, because also not Scrooge. Right? Different guy.
Yeah, different guy.
The movie is just called Scrooged.
I love that scene where.
But even at the end, so the scene when he everything when he interacts with him, he feels very much like Bill Murray in Scrooged, right?
Learns a lesson and all that.
My favorite part, and the part that I feel, and it's so small, but is the part that feels the most Bill Murray from Scrooged, is at the end when he's at the house and he's in the ribbon and he's tied up, and they say, and I got my Christmas bonus, and he was mad. He was angry.
How the hell did you get a bonus?
Did that not feel the same as when Bill Murray said, you were supposed to get a towel?
Exactly. How did he get a VCR or whatever the fuck it was?
It's very different. It's very different in what was happening.
He just watched Scrooge.
The vibe
before he showed up on set.
vibe of both Murray brothers and how those scenes felt were the same.
My favorite scene with him in it, he's leaving when he first runs into Clark and he calls him Bill and whatever and stuff, and Clark's just like, all right, have a good Merry Christmas, sir. You're kiss my ass. You kiss his ass. Happy Hanukkah.
No, the last guy. No, it was so funny because he was saying that because the first people weren't paying attention to him, right?
Yeah.
And then the last guy he saw make eye contact with him, and he was like, "Oh, I need to say real words.
Bad.
Happy Hanukkah."
And I know you're Jewish.
I think you're Jewish. I don't even think it's that.
I would hope he knew. I would hope he knew. He wouldn't just assuming.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. What we know about Chevy Chase. I feel like he pushed for that joke, and he didn't know.
I didn't want to point at it.
Okay. At least
as I point at it.
I don't want you to point at it, but I at least needed the nod from you to know that you knew.
I know.
Okay.
We know he's an asshole.
All right. On that note, we have officially hit the end of this. So now that we're finished with, again, that was a big list.
There's a lot of.
This is more
There's a
than
lot
we've
of-
had for several movies.
There's so many big actors in this movie. It's not our
Well,
fault.
you got to give props to, again, we know that Chevy will talk about again.
Yeah.
Beverly we might talk about again.
Yeah.
Johnny Galecki has not done a lot of movies.
But TV, we do TV sometimes.
Sometimes.
And
in all fairness, we still didn't even say that much about him. We both said we love him. So real quick,
Big Bang
Roseanne,
Theory.
Big Bang Theory, many other things.
The Connors was
The
good.
Connors, probably several made-for-TV movies.
Yeah,
I love you,
probably.
Johnny Galecki. Don't let me knock your
Yeah,
career.
don't let me fucking knock your career. You make way more money than
I'm just
I do.
drunk right now and didn't do the research.
I want him to jump in the comments and be like, nah, bro, it's all right. Thanks for the shout out.
It's just weird for me and Bo because right now we feel like we have just finished characters,
And not really talked about the
but
movie.
we have said a lot of things about the movie already.
What's your favorite bit of the movie?
I don't even know what to tell you my favorite bit. So there's so many.
I know.
I love the lights.
I love the
for,
lights.
for specific reasons.
I love Hate the Cat.
I love
Like, it's so
Okay.
funny, but I'm like, oh, poor kitty.
I have mine now, so save yours because I do
Okay.
definitely I know mine for sure.
Okay, go for it.
I'm still maybe on the fence about it, but as of this moment, my favorite is the sledding scene.
Yes.
Only because that is a culture that doesn't exist now.
Yeah, who goes?
Well, not even just like going sledding, because I still try to take Jack, but there are less. Like we live in hilly
Hills.
Kentucky. We live in the
I'm in
hills.
the Appalachian Mountains. God
There
damn
are
it.
hills here,
Where
but
do you-
as we get more and more into industrialized society,
There's less and less like free hill unless it's like
Like-
covered in trees. It's either covered in trees or has a building on it.
owned by a company
Yeah.
or flattened.
Or been flattened and blasted. Yeah.
Like
it's
it's
true.
slow in our lifetime, we have slowly watched. And again, I know that sounds very privileged to people who live in cities and are like, "What's a hill?"
Yeah, what the hell?
But for me
Oh,
and Bo,
those poor people out in the
Yeah.
plains.
but me and Bo live in an area where both like hills almost to the extent of mountain. Like
Mhm.
what if you were living in Iowa, you would call what is Bo can attest to this. What is outside the window from where we're recording, somebody in Iowa would call a mountain. It is a hill.
Right out this window, I guarantee you if we took like one of those like angle measures, that is a fucking like 60-degree angle.
But so Bo gets what I'm
straight
saying.
up.
But it is a hill. It is a hill.
And it goes up at least 1,000 feet.
So it's a hill. It's not a mountain. But if you were to go to the Great Plains of the U.S.,
It's nice
they
rolling
would think
hills.
this is a mountain.
Yeah, no, that's a mountain.
So we live in an area that is, again, technically very blessed on the idea of sledding down a hill. But as we've gotten
As
older,
Our area that we live in.
has been more industrialized, more things used for industry / business / commerce, like just in general. I don't want to
parks.
Well, yeah, that too. But I don't want to say industrialized to make people think like we got factories all around us because it's
No.
not that bad.
No, it's not that bad, but like a lot
But
of
I just mean industrialized as in like we were an area that for a
There were,
long
like, when
time
I
was
was-
very rural.
when I was a kid, there were a bunch of like they'd cut the trees back up the hill like half fucking way so they could run.
Almost like they
Like-
accentuated
Yeah,
the tops.
like they were like trimming somebody's fucking hair, and you could ride down the hill on that side. And now they've like blasted that hillside out and put like buildings
Yeah.
into it.
So again, like we're just saying like the sledding.
Has kind of died off.
And so like the idea of the sledding that is in this movie even, it's even more like, and my dad was this kind, like My dad was my
like
dad.
Clark Griswold.
My dad was 100%. He was like Chevy Chase in all of these movies, right? Like my dad was that guy. Like in every aspect, he had the anger on the road. He had the like everything that you see.
No,
here.
I've been in the car with your dad.
Yes, it was bad. And so like when I watched this
It's
movie,
like, you remember there's kids in here,
Yes.
right?
And so like when I watched this movie, like, you know, again, like through the modern day lens, you see the beginning part when there's road rage happening, and you're like, that's like the modern lens is like, you shouldn't
don't do that. What the fuck?
But my lens is nostalgia. I'm like, that is
nope,
like,
my dad
that-
has totally done something like
it's
that.
nostalgia because of growing up with the movie and nostalgia of my dad being like that. Again, my favorite in the line of like, again, like these things that don't exist anymore and barely existed when we were kids.
Yeah.
Much like the road rage. So we live in that era where like we have memories of like when it used to be like what's in the movie.
Yeah.
And so like for the snow, like the sledding is the same for me because I didn't live in an era where we did a metal dome.
No, I never saw that. That was cool.
That's
It looked like a
wicked.
shield. That was badass.
And at first you even think like this is just a thing that the family has, right? Like
Yeah.
they made these. But then you see the dude walking up the did you notice?
yeah, there was another
a dude
guy
walking up the hill.
No,
with
there was
one.
two. There was
Was
one
there? I
on,
didn't even
on
see the
both
second
sides
guy.
of the shot.
So
on
like
the left
when,
and right.
Like when you first like because I started to be like, that's not a real thing.
yeah, he custom built this, right?
Right? But then you see them like
Yeah, no.
walking up.
And now I want one.
I have never rode that.
I want
Right?
I want
I have rode the-
solid steel
Look,
dish.
I have rode the trash can lid. I've done metal. I've done metal down snow.
We tied a old car hood to a 4-wheeler one time, which was super fun until you got thrown off of it.
Yeah, I agree, dude. Like I have done everything but what is in this movie.
Old house siding. You will get some speed, you know, like the linoleum.
Yes,
like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
the special kind that they were always trying to sell you back in the like mid 90s. You get a piece of that shit, you will fly down a fucking
Guaranteed
hill.
grade A aluminum siding.
Yes, that shit. You will fly down a fucking hill, man.
Again, so I remember doing things close to what the movie shows, but I don't remember that.
Yeah.
But I definitely had a dad who was of that mentality, right? Like, so like we didn't have a metal sled to go down a hill, but my dad was still the kind of dude that was like, I'm going to go out and find the sled. You know, like automatically he was like, we live in Kentucky where it's soft, compactable snow, which just for people at home who
Yep.
don't know this means you don't need the bladed sleds.
No, you can do just any flat
Bladed
surface.
sleds don't do good here. You're going to cut into mud. You don't like here. You don't need that. And so my dad was the kind of dude that was like, again, we didn't have a metal one, but he would go out and find the one where he was like, for the type of like, you know, like, because again, I lived in Kentucky and Indiana in different parts. And so like wherever we were for the given type of snow, he would go out and be like, this is the sled that's going to do the most good.
Yep.
For the type of snow, for this. You're going to fly, kid. You're going to love this.
Your dad's out there doing like scientific research, taking notes. Oh no, the aluminum siding has a friction radius of like 3.5.
Listen, I remember years of having a plastic one that kind of looked like what this metal one was. Again, that's just because obviously they weren't legally allowed to sell the metal one anymore.
No, I had that one too.
So
it was just a big plastic bowl.
Yeah, so I can remember a year having that, but I can remember like moving states and then him being like, all right, we're gonna get the longer one because the way the snow packs here.
Oh, the Home Alone one, the toboggan.
Almost. And so,
Right?
but it still had no blades. It was like
no
this
blade,
toboggan
just flat.
shape, but flat. And so he was like, look, for the kind of snow and how lightly packed it is, you're gonna get way more, like you're gonna stay higher.
I love the fact that your dad was just like ahead of his time, doing like the scientific research on different snow densities.
I know, we're in a movie.
I
though,
forgot we were talking about a movie.
right? We started talking about dads and the shit they do.
Well, no, that's the whole point of this movie.
and
Is
this.
oh yeah, and the beer, but like this
This
it's
is a love
dad-
letter.
It's a dad movie. Like he just
This is a love
wants-
letter to dad, and it's a love letter from dad to the childhood he had.
Yeah, he just wants to have the big family Christmas.
He wants his kids to know what he remembers Christmas to be.
Though, if you notice, like toward the end of the movie, when his dad comes in, he finally admits, he's like, yeah, our Christmases were always bullshit. And his dad's like, yeah, I had a lot of help from Jack Daniels.
In all fairness,
That's how I got through it.
In all fairness, though, I respect okay, we just spent forever going off topic about how my dad and your dad, like,
waxing nostalgic about dads.
But so, like, I will say that is so true because I'm a dad now, and you know what I do with my kid?
Yeah.
I show him the movies that my dad thought were good Christmas. Again, I'm not saying that these were movies from when my dad was a kid. These are the movies that, again, like, this is Scrooge. These are the ones that he thought was good. These are what we have decided to talk about for Christmas movies.
Oh, I never realized how big of an influence that had on us.
Right?
Like, and so, even my dad, like John Wayne. Christmas means John Wayne movies.
See, these things impact us in ways we don't even know, dude.
Is Jack coming in on this episode?
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah.
He loved this
We're going to
movie.
keep it going. We're going to keep the dad.
All right, so we should get back into this movie because we're like so far in and we've not talked about it a lot.
Anything.
Bo, you asked me what my favorite scene of the movie was, and I went off on a crazy tangent that we both loved.
No,
but I did. What's your favorite scene now that we're here?
When he's in the attic, he gets like locked in the attic. And everybody leaves to go shopping, and he's just like, "Fuck, I'm gonna freeze to." And he digs through the clothes, and he ends up looking like a 1920s like Bardello madam with the furs and shit. And he finds the home movies that
the
we
one
mentioned.
that's referenced.
Yeah, we mentioned that. The funniest fucking thing about it, he's like, "Oh, it's so great." He's crying. It's so wonderful. And somebody comes and fucking pulls the little latch to the stairs, and he just fucking falls straight to the fucking floor. Mid-tier even.
When I watch that scene, the only thing that goes through my head is if your feet went through the ceiling,
right?
Why not just go ahead and elbow drop through?
Yeah, and
when you replace that section, you will need a piece of drywall big enough to cover your body.
That's it.
So why not go ahead and leave?
$50,
right? Like, why not go ahead and leave?
He already had escaped. I know what you mean when he falls through. And he's
when his
like
feet,
on
his knees. He goes from his knees down, and he's like, I'm not going to go in.
No, it's great. He leans down like, hey, there's warm air coming up from there.
But to me, I was just like, no, at that point.
Oh, my escape.
Once you've broken free, you break free, period, right?
No,
like, you finish what's happening.
There should have been no... Well, then we wouldn't have got him crying and looking like a madam.
I get it. But at the same time...
It's just the hat. When he finds the glove, the lavender gloves, and the Liz Taylor fucking when she was getting old fucking hat, right? You know what I'm talking about? I crack up every time I see it. I'm like, because he pulls other shit out of the chest that was totally fine. Long sleeve shirts, scarves,
all kinds of stuff.
I think there was even like a little like hunting hat.
He finds
purposely went for the
purple gloves long to the elbow.
And the fur coat that he just drapes over, like, I feel fabulous.
All right, guys. At this point, we know. If you came here, well, I guess at this point it would be if you came here and this is your first episode ever.
I'm sorry.
You might be surprised that we are now coming to the end.
Because we haven't really talked about the plot of the movie yet.
Well, but is there really a plot?
There's not.
It's just kind of Christmas chaos.
Clark Griswold wants to have the perfect family Christmas.
And it doesn't work.
It doesn't work out.
And the real thing we learn... Like anybody,
is it how it works.
Like
Christmas?
Anybody who's ever gotten married and had a wedding knows is there's no such thing as perfection.
Yeah,
what there is making the best out of what you have,
which is
which is kind of the
this
kind of the
movie
point
does
of the movie.
great at that because literally everything he tries to do goes wrong.
Well,
but it all comes together in the end.
Well, and he does constantly, until he snaps, constantly look for that happy, right?
Yeah,
he's like, look, this is shitty, but this was good.
Like they're trying to do the whole like perfect fucking Christmas, the
dinner,
yeah,
the everything, the whatever you have, what have you, right?
That turkey. I love the effect for the turkey when he just touches it with a knife and it just bursts into nothing.
So again, but this is what we were saying, much like our episode here. Best laid plans
go off the rails, especially when alcohol is involved.
But the best way you can interpret those things.
Did you have fun?
Was it a good time?
Yeah, did you enjoy yourself?
Don't worry about if you hit every minute goal you had.
And okay, also, if this movie came out a week ago, I would understand us needing to talk more about the actual plot of the movie.
Well, isn't this also what we did for Home Alone?
Yeah,
where we were like, we're barely talking of the movie because this is one
you've seen it. I know you've seen it.
If you haven't, you should.
I fucking refuse to believe that anybody hasn't seen this movie.
You said the same thing about Home Alone.
Again, I hold to that. Unless you are a newborn fucking infant, you've seen at least some of this movie.
And Bo,
you've seen the crash out scene where he's bitching about his boss.
And Bo, my counter to you is you're thinking about today's audience, not 10 years from now's audience.
I didn't timey-wimey this shit. That's right.
For an episode where we've mentioned that several times.
To the kids who haven't been born yet, watch this one. This should be on your yearly list with Home Alone.
We are Santa in the year of our Lord 2025 currently, and if it is after that, and you've been born
if
now,
it's 2050, goddamn you need to watch this movie.
If it has dropped out of the American genre film
fuck
for
if
Christmas,
America's still even a thing by then.
All right. On that, I think we've officially got to the point.
We have rambled and wandered.
Where we can now say, all right.
We're at the end.
Bo, I have to say before we wrap it completely up, though, what's the thing?
What the fuck is wrong with, God damn it, I forgot her name. The wife, Clark's wife's parents.
Ellen?
Yeah, Ellen. What is her parents' fucking problem? like, no matter what, even after the dude is clearly losing his shit about, I'm trying so goddamn hard, they're just like, well, you suck. That's the whole problem. The tree was ugly. Oh, those lights aren't twinkling. Oh, you put me in the fucking children's room. Fuck these people. Clark's parents are nice as fuck. But Ellen's parents are assholes.
So what I will tell you is, if I had to guess why they're that way, is just 100% that John Hughes didn't know how to write them. Like, now that you know this is a John Hughes story that came from National Lampoon, and it was a story originally just written about Christmas, 1959, right? You can understand while looking at the lens of this, which parts were things that were fully fleshed out for his original story, and which aspects of this movie were not.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I would promise to you, the in-laws, not a fleshed out part of that original
probably
story.
Not. Just
the Christmas lights. Think about the Christmas lights in this movie, right? Like we had our fun the way we had our fun, and we've not talked about most of that yet.
Everybody knows what we're talking about.
But
like
the Christmas
where the lights don't work, and then they shine brighter than the sun.
Well, but again, that scene, those are multiple scenes.
It
happens once.
I will
in the
admit
beginning,
to that.
Once in the middle.
I forgot how long the light thing went.
But that's what I'm gonna say. For a movie,
it goes over multiple days.
For a movie that's barely an hour and a half, almost half of it.
It's him fucking with the lights.
I promise you, that means Christmas 59, the story by John Hughes,
Yeah.
is a story about that.
About him fucking with the lights and
Is it-
trying to
well,
get him
no.
to work.
Again, in the movie, we barely get to see this, but like me and you remember that. You had grandparents that were this way. The Christmas lights decoration was the thing, and you wanted it to be big, and you wanted it to be huge.
fuck.
You wanted it to be bigger than the neighbor, right?
Yeah.
That's
It was
where this
competition.
that's where this comes from. Clark was not in competition, but I bet you the dad from Christmas 59
Yeah.
was in a competition.
No,
He was against other neighbors with light shows.
No, that's probably true, because Clark says when he gets him to finally light, he looks at his dad and he's like, "You taught me everything I know about outside illumination."
Exterior
illumination. Yeah, there
because
you
he
go.
went for two big words to say outdoor lights.
I love that scene. He's just crying. And
No, but his dad is the same. His dad is like, son,
stuff. And then he gets over to his father-in-law and he's just like,
fucking hate him.
"The little lights aren't twinkling.
Yeah.
Thanks for noticing, Art." And then that's the scene where Eddie shows up too,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like the best part of the movie.
Eddie the Savior. Man, we've missed so much. Guys, we apologize. We've had
It's a
fun.
fucking 40-year-old movie.
You
I
should know
assume
this.
everyone has seen this.
If we miss things and you don't know them, just watch it.
Yeah,
All
just
right,
watch
okay,
it.
so
It's free on a lot of stuff.
all right, Bo. We've covered yours. And again, I agree it's
Oh,
good, but at the same time, I understand how it came about because
Yeah,
I
it
get
just
where
bothered
the
me.
original story came
just
from.
bothered
Yeah.
me.
It's okay.
Just because they were such dicks, no matter what Clark fucking
Yes,
did.
no, I
No,
agree.
it's like, come on, give him a little bit of slack here. All right, Shane, what was yours? What was the thing about this movie? If you have one, there's
This is
there's
a
not a lot.
classic. So here's my thing. This is a classic.
Okay.
This is John Hughes. Home Alone's more of the classic. It was harder for me to find the thing for that one.
Yeah.
This one, I came up with two, but one definite. And so I won't even mention the other one.
All right.
The definite one, and it's maybe a me thing. This might not be a everybody.
It's just my OCD acting up right now.
Not even OCD. This is a, well, like the thing is, it doesn't have to be takes you out. Doesn't have to be, sometimes it's fun.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the thing you notice the most.
Sometimes it is the thing that takes you out.
It just ruins the movie.
So for me, he had family over for how long?
Oh fuck, dude, no.
Like 2 weeks.
No, that's right. Oh my god, because every scene transition is that Advent calendar. Where it's like December 12th.
December 14th is the Advent calendar day his parents showed up.
Oh my god.
And the movie,
That's 10 days.
the movie 11. The movie
yeah, 'cause
at least
actual
goes till Christmas Day.
That's a lot for your in-laws and cousins.
Oh, wait, no,
and-
you're right. It might be 10. It might be Christmas Eve. But we know that they're not leaving Christmas Eve. So we
Yeah.
know that they are there bare minimum 11 days.
Yeah.
Minus
That's a
cousin
lot.
Eddie, who is
Who
there
she-
even longer.
Because he's like, I'll be here for another month.
So even if he just meant January 1st, he's there more.
I mean, man, he doesn't have to park his RV in the driveway. He can go to the park or
But
whatever.
I'm telling you right now, that's the thing. And it has nothing to do with the movie.
just
It's
how
very
long,
much personal
just
life.
how long everybody's in
That's
your house.
absurd. Nobody would sign up for that.
Shane's over here just no, 3 days and get the fuck out. Fuck you. I don't care how related you are to me. Leave.
He had both sets of grandparents and his own cousin.
Yeah, that's right.
Not
Oh.
even sibling. This isn't like this is his cousin Eddie. This isn't Uncle Eddie.
Yeah, it's
This
cousin
is
Eddie.
Cousin Eddie.
Cousin-in-law even. His cousin is Catherine, isn't it?
I don't know. They're not even great with this.
Right?
So here's my thing to you.
He just married into the family that makes it even
Look,
worse.
here's my thing to you, Bo. I love you.
I love you too, man.
You're my cousin.
Yeah.
We see each other at Grandma's house on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. We've grown up together almost.
You're
only a couple years older
I'm
than
not
me.
inviting you to Christmas Day.
No.
I'm not having you stay at my house.
No.
Even look, like I know right now people at home are like, yeah, you guys both live in the same city. That'd be weird.
Yeah, no, but like he's got his own shit going on. I got my own shit going on.
For a couple of years, I lived out of town. Right? I lived in
lived in Indiana and Lexington and all kinds
no, I
of
mean
other
as
shit.
an adult, I lived in Winchester.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's
as
right.
an adult,
Yeah.
after me and you had lived together.
I blocked that out. Like I couldn't think
But
about you being gone. It bothered me.
But so my point though here is that even though you blocked out because you hated that I was gone.
Yeah. Missed you so much, man.
If while I was there though, I had said to you, "Hey Bo, it's Christmas time. Do you want to come stay at my house for 2 weeks?"
Nah, I'm good, man. I like your kids and everything, but I don't think I can handle
Dude, well,
for
here's
2
the thing.
weeks.
Like, here's what I'll even say. At that time, I might not have had kids. It wasn't until the end of that time.
Yeah,
so
right?
that's what I'm saying, though. It's weird that he had family all up in his shit.
3 days. 3-day maximum. And then y'all need to
look,
fuck off.
Look,
I don't
I'm
care
gonna tell
how
you right
much
now.
I love you.
I'm going to tell you right now. 3-day maximum of being the same place during the day together. In my house, 2 days.
2 days.
48 hours.
Dude,
find some accommodations.
I am such an introvert. You got 6 hours. Then I'm like, all right, I need to disappear into the woods.
I love that we both started this. You were like way top end, and I said, I'm going to cut that down. And then you
It just
said
keeps getting smaller.
6.
6 hours. I'm done. I'm disappearing for a week. Don't ever talk to me.
All right, guys. On that, we are done.
We're
We're
done.
finished. We've had too much fun. We've barely talked about the movie, but
I go watch it. It's a classic.
again, our main focus here is to give you just enough information to make you want to
wanna
go
watch the movie.
My main focus isn't to let you think you can get away with not watching the movie from
fuck
listening to us. We used to do that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
No, I don't either.
I want you to watch the movie.
I want you to go see the movie.
I want to wet your whistle just enough.
Just a taste. Just a little bit.
To make you think that sounds good. And that's been our evolution.
Some honey and milk just to try to draw you in. There's the word I couldn't think of.
It's okay. But that's been our evolution here, right? Like that's where we realize that's our sweet spot.
Yeah.
That we realize
We want to
live
make
in.
people watch movies because the film industry is just crap now. So
But
go
they
watch.
used to be
They
really
used
good.
to be great. Like if we can get them to remember that they were awesome, maybe
Hopefully
it will
they'll go
improve.
back. Yeah,
right?
that's right. Exactly. Hopefully they'll go back to that. All right. Regardless of all that, let's finish. Let's wrap this
We're
up.
gonna wrap
So
this
again,
up? Are we done?
I think
Aw.
Rhinegeist, Dad,
Dude, my favorite.
Dad,
Daddy-o, Daddy.
dude.
Oh my God.
This was amazing.
Can we get more of this? Do we have to go all the way to Ohio?
Look, I want to say right now. No, I got this locally.
you got
I
the-
bought this
oh.
locally.
Fuck yeah.
So I want to say right now, when this all started, we were both like, "It's good. We think this beer is the best beer," and I kind of laughed. I like you said it just because you're like, "It's the only one non-holiday spice."
Yeah, a little bit of a joke, right? I'm dead serious now.
Look-
no, you look at me.
Look,
I am the captain now.
Look, they're looking at you, but I want them to look at me too.
We got
Sometimes
2 camera angles.
Look,
They can do both.
sometimes when we do this, we tell you guys that the beer, is good, and or it does its job.
Yeah.
Or we say things like Bo said at the beginning of this. This is our favorite Christmas beer, but that was at the beginning. We hadn't finished.
I have run out of beer.
This is one of those things where I will say at the beginning, Bo said that because Bo was just being Bo. Like again,
Yeah, I was being a
we
smart
both
ass.
we're hype men.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do that before we actually know.
I know how fucking showbiz works.
And so Bo was at the beginning and he was like, look, it's the least Christmassy, so I'm just going to say that.
Yeah.
We are at the end, and the amount of nostalgia trip that was unplanned.
Can I get more of this like all year?
So
Is this just a Christmas thing?
look, this is one of those points where I want to say to all of the people at home.
Yeah.
We tell you guys all the time that the beer is here because it helps us stay more true.
Yeah, no,
Right?
I probably wouldn't talk much
Okay.
if it wasn't for the beer.
So when I tell you that this episode was all over the place, regardless of what you hear at home, because
Yeah.
I promise what you hear at home will be edited. This will be
Yeah.
kept. You'll hear me say that to you. It was not intentional. It was because me and Bo had a plan of what we were going to talk about with this movie, started drinking this beer, and that
forgot all
plan
about
went
it.
out the window. And again, we're a movie podcast technically.
And did we talk
Technically.
about the movie?
Technically.
I can't even remember.
Right? We're a movie podcast technically.
We're a
right?
pop culture podcast.
Okay,
God
I
damn
agree.
it.
I
God
agree.
Damn it.
We did just do games.
Exactly.
But so you get what I'm saying though. The beer is supposed to be secondary and not important.
Yeah.
But sometimes the beer takes us down the road we go. This stuff.
Rhinegeist Dad.
I'm going to tell you.
Hoppy Holiday Ale.
Because
this is alchemy.
I
right
feel when I drank this, I felt nothing but nostalgia. And I'm
And
promising
happy,
you.
right? Like I just wanted like 1990s fucking Christmas.
Well, again, and that's crazy because neither one of us were drinking.
we're old enough to like even think about drinking when in
of
the 90s.
anything, let alone beer.
I was 10 years old in 98.
But something about this magic concoction
Just took you right back to it. So
and made me feel like I couldn't even talk about this movie. I mainly talked about the vibes of the
movie-
era
yeah, that
of
it
this
gave me.
movie.
So to all you 90s kids out there, hit us in the comments.
For some reason, I feel like for the first time in a long time, Patreon people are going to love this episode more than regular
Yeah,
people.
probably. If you really want to like this episode, you're gonna have to
You're going to have to...
you're gonna have to sub to the Patreon.
All right, so you guys know we've had a long Christmas. Jack's talked for every movie. Again, this is when it all started. He started during Christmas one season.
Yeah.
And then after that Christmas, he decided with Terminator that he'd keep going. And so the rule has been any movie after Christmas that he wants to watch, we keep going.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
But obviously, Christmas means Jack's got to do it.
Yes. Why?
Last Christmas we didn't because they were, do you remember?
Scary.
Scary, that's right. But this Christmas has been all Jack-friendly Christmas movies.
Yeah.
And so what movie did we do this time? Do you remember?
Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
It was not like a vacation.
It was not,
wasn't
because
even
where
in
were
the-
they at?
We were at home, not
Right.
at a vacation.
But they call it that because everybody else went on vacation, right? Like they were at home, but the grandparents came to their house, right?
Yeah.
And the cousins came to their house.
The
So,
uncle.
The uncle and aunt,
Yeah.
the really old ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. You're right.
I like the guy who like smoked the big.
The
he
big
blowed-
cigar.
Yeah,
burnt the
blow,
tree
yeah,
up? Yeah.
and blowed the outside.
Yes, he blew it up because of the septic tank, right? The poop.
Yeah, the poop. He blowed up the poop.
That's right. So, you like this movie though?
Yeah.
I love that you like this movie. So, unlike some of the other Christmas
Yeah.
movies you talked about this
Yeah.
year, you had seen some of those, right?
Yeah.
You'd seen Ernest Saves Christmas before.
Yeah.
You had seen Home Alone before.
Yeah.
But this was the first time you'd watch this one, right?
Yeah.
But you liked it?
Yeah.
You think it's a good one?
Yeah.
Even you still think it's good for people today to watch?
Yes.
Good. So Jack's recommendation is if you haven't seen Christmas Vacation, you should watch it. Yeah, you liked it?
And watch the other ones.
The other vacation? Well, you still haven't even seen those. We still need to get you to see the other vacation movies.
Yeah.
But now you want to, right?
Yeah, I liked when Eddie was like he had the like plastic thing for
He
his,
talked about his when they went sledding.
Yeah,
and
when
he talked about his plastic
plastic
plastic helmet, his
helmet.
plastic brain shield.
brain shield, and
Yeah.
he needed to get it out why he peed his pants and forgot he was
When it was
himself.
metal, yeah. He said when I had the metal dish in my head, every time she microwaved, I peed my pants and I'd forget a half an hour. Right?
Yeah, that's weird.
So
I liked the when they when Clark like went sledding.
yeah,
Like,
that was good,
that
right?
was super fast.
So do you think we should take you sledding like that?
Yes.
You
Not
want us
that
to find
fast.
Yeah, not that fast.
Yeah.
But you want us to find a really good sled?
Yeah.
And a really good hill?
Yeah. Not a like that
Yeah, that
thing
was,
he was
too many
sitting
trees.
on.
Too many trees.
Yeah, too many trees.
We want to find a open area.
Yeah, open area.
No
With-
trees.
Yeah, no trees.
Right? So that way if you go
And a
fast.
mountain.
Yeah, so that way if you go fast,
Yeah.
it's okay because there's no trees.
We want it to be steep.
Yes, you are right, sir.
Yeah, why the perfect steep to go down.
That's right. So we should find a metal sled. That's what you want? A metal
Yeah.
and then put it
yeah.
with cooking spray so that way Jack can just
Yeah.
fly
Yeah.
like a rocket.
Yeah. Hey, I liked when he was like when he like
You're good.
when he was mad, he didn't get the bonus he wanted, and the guy said, "We're not doing bonuses this year," and
He said, "What? That's
yeah,
not
and
right."
I think he said the 20% thing. I thought
Yeah, I know.
Last time it was 80%.
I
and then
know.
to 20%.
When we were watching, I remember I was watching with you, and you were like, when they got to the part where they were talking about the bonus,
yeah.
you kept thinking he was going to get a big bonus.
Yeah, like 100%. Why? He said 20 more percent, and I think he had.
You were like,
80.
"Is he getting like 10 million? Is he getting $1 million?" And then you heard him say he got what? What did he get?
20%.
No, what did he
more.
actually get though? Before that,
Yeah, he actually got
a
j-
jam of
jam
the
of
month or jelly of the month.
month for the year.
Right?
Yeah, every month they'll give you jelly.
A new jar of jelly. That was crazy, right?
Yeah. Okay. It's my birthday.
It is your birthday. That's right. And people at home will hear you listen.
Okay.
People at home will hear me say this to them today, but this episode will come out way after Jack's birthday. But so Jack knows, I'm going to put something up on the social media for the podcast to tell people it's your birthday so we can see how many people will wish you happy birthday. You like that idea?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
Like and subscribe.
Good job, bud. Bo, on that note, we are done with everything here. What are we drinking next week?
Next week, we are drinking Sweater Weather. From
IPA.
Sorry, I almost forgot. From our own local brewery, Sawstone. You know how much we love them if you follow the channel. They're coming back because we're doing what? What movie?
We are going to be... So this is one of those things. We're at the end of December. We are after Christmas when this episode will come out.
Yep.
So
it's
we
like
didn't...
New Year's, right?
So like our first year, I feel like we had one episode that was after Christmas. Last year, It's a Wonderful Knife was definitely after Christmas.
Yeah.
But it was a movie that almost was after Christmassy.
Yeah, it was just kind of...
I
I don't think they mentioned Christmas. It was just winter.
Winter, yeah. So we knew that this year we couldn't do a Christmas movie
Yeah.
after Christmas.
So we did
We just
the
did
next
winter.
best thing.
We did New Year's. But we didn't care. We already told you that December was the month of movies fit however they fit.
Yeah.
And we're keeping to that. We just want to do local.
You're right.
Because like we had done so many of their like monthly releases.
Yeah, I love Sawstone. They have
and we
it's
missed
like
out.
every month they do a good thing.
Well, and we missed out. We missed out.
Oh, I'm so mad.
We missed out on Three Amigos.
Or the Three Amigos.
And so hopefully
they had 3 different beers.
Hopefully you guys hear us say this and you're ready to put them back on.
Yeah. Sawstone.
Because we are ready to do one movie each for Steve Martin.
Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Chevy Chase.
Okay.
I'm here
New
for
movie.
it.
It's not even like we're not
No,
counting
yeah,
it.
like,
This is not our Chevy Chase movie.
No, we'll do another one.
So again, I want to say
Can we do the jerk for Steve Martin?
we can do whatever we need to, but
Nice.
yes. So again, this is our point where we're saying we've not gotten to do them in a little bit.
So
We knew they did the Three Amigos, and we could have done that. But this is what happens when you do stuff in
that
advance.
you
And
pre-recorded.
when you're trying to be good.
it's like but we're doing Halloween right now.
But we've already got planned out for 3 months.
Fuck. God damn you. Can you bring it back?
That beer is already taking up room in the fridge. I don't have more.
My little fridge is about full too.
So again, we are sad that we couldn't do something then. We hope you bring something back. But until then, we know you just brought Sweater Weather back. And so we are ready to use it in any way we can.
Yep.
There is no connection thematically.
Not really.
But since we are after Christmas, right?
Yeah.
And we want to do something that still fits for December, what's left?
New Year's.
New Year's.
Yeah.
So we needed a movie that was a New Year's movie, and I'm sure
Forrest
that...
Gump.
Well, I'm
No.
sure right now...
That's just like one scene.
That's
Never
one
mind.
scene.
Yeah.
Look, you told me that originally, and I told you.
Yeah.
Backup movie? Definitely. I feel like we can
Oh, you got a
find...
better one?
Well, I just feel like we can find Forrest Gump for a better
like
one.
an actual like its
right?
own
Like,
thing.
yeah, like a better time. It's not even like I did find us a better one, but what I'm telling you is I didn't do it because I was like, that one's not good. It was because it
Fuck
was
Forrest Gump. I
yeah.
hate that movie.
It was more because
Tom
I
Hanks
was like,
is a bitch.
it was more because I was like, I think we find a better time.
Yeah.
Like Dr. Pepper's anniversary. I don't know.
Is that a thing?
Oh
my god. No, they would have to. Dr.
Yes.
Pepper would have to have an
Yes.
anniversary. I had about
Okay.
15 Dr. Pepper.
Yes. We know. But so like I was saying, when you mentioned it, I was like, I love it. I think we can maybe find something else. And so then I started reaching into the depth again,
Digging into the pop
into the
culture
depth of the
vault.
weird things that I've seen in my lifetime. And I almost did. I almost went to the route of being like, I don't know. I'll have to search and see if I can find something that even I haven't seen.
That makes sense.
Which is
Like,
great.
how many
we love when we
New
can find a
Year's
movie that both of us haven't seen.
Yeah.
At the same time, I did find one in my own head.
It-
No Google involved.
My own brain produced it.
Also, on that note, though, I have not watched this movie probably since it came out. So we are talking about 20 plus years. So pretty close to...
So like 2004?
It's early, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long time ago movie. 200 Cigarettes. That's the name of the movie.
I've not seen it. Who's in it?
Casey Affleck?
Ben Affleck's little brother?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Paul Rudd?
Oh, hey, I like him.
And I'll save the rest.
Yeah, you'll save the rest. You're gonna have to watch next week.
I've wetted the whistle.
Hey, Paul Rudd, man. Who doesn't love fucking Ant-Man?
Look, Casey Affleck is playing like a cool punk rocker. So just a little bit of setup since you don't know.
All right,
and
cool.
people at home probably
tease
don't
for
know.
next week.
It is like it's set in the 80s.
I love the 80s.
And for anybody at home, like Bo gets the reference already. But for anybody at home that doesn't, 200 cigarettes is what? Do you know? Do you know what that means?
No, I don't think I do.
It's a carton. One carton of cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
10 packs
of
20
cigarettes is 200 cigarettes.
200 cigarettes.
Which is what you would
So the joke
take
is
to the party.
So the joke is over the New Year's night.
Yeah, you smoked
A
200
carton of cigarettes in this movie have been smoked. 200 cigarettes.
Ah, I'm gonna smoke so many cigarettes while I'm fucking watching this.
But so do you get? Do you
Yeah.
appreciate that now?
Yeah, it's
Like
I didn't think of that.
I love that you even had You have, Bo, the people at home don't know this, but Bo, you have had 2 weeks to sit with the fact that this is the movie I found, right? And in 2 weeks, you have not put together that 200 cigarettes was a carton of cigarettes.
Time I bought
you are a cigarette smoker, sir.
I buy them by the pack. When was the last time I bought an actual carton?
But yes, for everyone at home, though, since, again, if Bo is a cigarette smoker and he did not get the 200 cigarettes reference, that definitely means, though, we have plenty of viewers at home.
All right, I'm going to go buy a carton of cigarettes and sit down and watch this movie.
But yeah, we have plenty of people at home that had no idea that was a carton. There's a reference joke to a carton of cigarettes.
Nope, did not realize that at all. So I hope I'm not the only one.
I'm sure you're not.
I hope not. Feel dumb now.
All right, guys.
I've only been smoking for like 20 years.
We are officially done at that point. Bo, is there anything you want to tell us before we finish?
I just would like everybody to go check out my other channel, Kentucky Fried Chronology. If you like two dumb shits talking about history in not a really professional manner, go check out me and my friend Chuck's Kentucky Fried Chronology.
So what you're saying is, if they enjoy the way we talk about movies,
exactly,
and they want to hear that about history,
yeah,
they should check.
In the editing, I try and put up like references and stuff, so it'll like kind of keep.
So what Bo is saying,
story.
Remember that right now we are an audio focused podcast. Like, again, if you want to see what we're saying, you need our Patreon.
You got to pay for it.
Bo is trying to tell you that if you want to see video
and this beautiful mug, look at this. Look at this face. Look at this.
That you can do that over there.
Over on YouTube, Kentucky Fried Chronology. Check it out. And I would also really appreciate it if anybody would buy some merch, because we have it. We got hoodies, coats, hats, coffee mugs. We bought a coffee mug for our grandma.
Yes.
Like, she's gonna
I know
love it.
that for you guys, this is probably 2 days before Christmas, but it still would help us.
Yeah, it would still help. Probably won't show up in time.
You know, you have that person in your family you forgot to buy a gift for. Now's the time.
Just ship it to them.
Now's the time. You tell them to listen to us once.
Yeah.
And when they're listening to us, you order and ship it to their house.
Yep.
That way you force them to be a new listener to us. Like once that coffee mug is in their house, they can't not listen to us.
Right.
They have to justify why that mug is at home.
Personally, I like the camo hoodie. So if you want to like if you got like a hunter that likes movies,
don't let Bo lie to you. He wants you to buy the purple stuff.
The purple one is mine. What drummer